on getting back to my right mind.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 21. Get hot! Topper! Get hot!
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Here we go!
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, alert!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball. Check. Watch twist. Hey, Sam off. Big grip.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. At the 48-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Max box. Mike.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give to Peterson out of a gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack. At the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Let's go. 10, touchdown. 54. Mike, 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now a run with Geis. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Ready?
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Benjamin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And
through an opening, and there he goes. goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 76 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Squeeze, double. Hey, one set.
Now Haskins on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check 24.
General West.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
56, Mike, 56, right there. 56.
They'll look to throw here. And Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Haskins. They'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 76 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
56. Mike, 56, right there. 56.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike, 54. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now 2 picks thrown by the rookie here on the road in this one in hostile territory.
And you know the discussion all week, any week, is take care of the football. But it's especially important on the road, and now he's made his team's task that much more difficult with these interceptions.
Yeah, a pair of first-half picks. We'll see how he bounces back later. Right now, their defense needs to respond. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, ready? Line's 59. Okay, double up.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here we 59's Mike, 59.
From midfield now, Haskins. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Haskins to throw on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break. 6 by 56. Right. 2 times.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. 54. Better bring it. 56.
They start the drive with Peterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They give it here to Thompson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Set, ready. Come on, 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Watch 54, watch 54. It's been a long day for you.
Throwing on second and 8. Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
At their own 34-yard line.
Down. 15, run. 15 line. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Defense.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 5-4.
Now it's Haskins. Benjamin with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next to score, Redskins 26, 49ers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Go now. 60 or.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5. A Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A game there of 30 big ones. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to... Start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
It's into the hands of Matthews for the 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! It's 59, Mike to 59. Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They will run again with Coleman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
At the 18-yard line.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll hand it down to Geis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Hand off to Thompson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Goodwin able to haul it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Check.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Think I'd